What's up, people? It's Dave with Dave's Dirty Tank. Sorry I haven't made a video in a while. Been pretty busy doing some traveling and stuff, but making a video today to you, coming up to you with some new plants that I got going on in the aquarium. Went up to Indiana to Greenwood and found this beautiful plant right here called Gaia. It's a pretty hardy plant, fairly easy to grow, not very many demands for it. It can grow without fertilizer. I recommend that you have a dirty substrate with it though. It doesn't need CO2. Under highlight, you can see how it's got like a reddish copperish color to the top of it. If it's under a lower light, it'll be pretty much all green. It won't have that reddish color. It used to be a real big plant in the beginning of the aquarium hobby. I've kind of seen it disappear, and it was brought back on the market. Like I said, I found this at Uncle Bill's Pets in Greenwood, Indiana. Good place to stop in. If you do go in, look for a guy named Aaron. Say, hey, what's up? Dave from Dave's Dirty Tank sent you that way. Also got Cryptoparva right over here in the corner, also from Uncle Bill's Pets in Greenwood, Indiana. I think that's what it is, Greenwood, Indiana. Cryptoparva, it's a low growing or it can grow tall depending on your light situation. Pretty hardy plant, slow grower. What else is going new in the tank? The Aponzaton uvalis that was there in the middle I took up, moved it over here to the side, and the crenum that was over here in this corner of the tank, I ended up putting in the middle. Notice it's been growing a lot better and quicker. Cut a little bit off the Anubias there, moved it up here on the front piece of the driftwood. The Madagascar lace leaf here is growing real good. This crepe over here is huge. I mean, it's crazy. When I got it, it was a little itty bitty thing, and this thing has exploded. It's probably the size of my hand or bigger. I've divided it two. There's its sister, and I've divided it again, and it starts right there. It's kind of hard to see, but a new one I've got going there. I trimmed back the Tiger Lotus Hardcore, and it's starting to come back now. But that's pretty much in the tank right now. Not much going on. I was thinking about tearing it down and redoing a whole sand base, but my friends and wife tell me no, leave it, they like it. I've added some more rainbow fish to it. That's pretty much it. If you like it, like, subscribe, leave a comment, I'll get back to you. See you. Dave with Dave's Dirty Tank.
Certainly for Disney, but suddenly I was guilty until proven innocent.
Hello, everyone. My guest today is Frederick Skansa. He is the CEO and co-founder of Funnel, which aggregates marketing data for some of the world's leading advertisers. Before Funnel, he led the team that developed Quaya Facebook advertising tool and co-founded the online e-commerce retailer AutoQuake. Frederick, you ready to take us to the top?
Yep.
What kind of name is Quaya? That is a hell of a name to try and remember how to spell.
Quaya, yeah.
Funnel is much better, by the way. I think funnel.io is much easier.
Yeah.
All right. What's Funnel do?
So we are a marketing data platform, and we basically help companies aggregate and bring in all their marketing data, put it all together so that they can then analyze it and report on it. So they really understand, what's going on.
Yep. And then update us update us kind of last time you came on, you shared kind of average ACVs. I think you had mentioned that you were trying to go up market. Have you increased kind of the average amount each customer is paying since 12 months ago?
Yeah, absolutely. So average customer value on a monthly basis was around $450 then, and now it's more than twice that.
Okay.
Now.
So it's fair to say kind of average customer paying more than $900 a month at this point.
Yeah, around $1,000.
And how did you drive that change? Again, it's a significant change. You had to churn probably a lot of logos that were, SMB-ish. How did you manage that?
Yeah, not so much churning, but just focusing on when we were bringing in newer customers. And actually it was partly driven by us and partly also driven by the market. So more as we became more established in the industry, as our product was more capable, larger and larger companies found us and wanted to do business with us. And then also having the capability of serving them, which has more requirements as you kind of move up market.
Mm-hmm. Now, you were at about 340 customers back in November 2017 when you and I last spoke. What have you scaled to today? How many customers are you serving?
700.
700. Okay. Yeah, that's good growth. Now, where have you had to change your kind of sales flywheel since then? And if so, how?
A little bit. So, we have substantially more salespeople. So we have specialized the sales roles a little bit. Some are focusing on smaller customers. Some teams are focusing on larger customers. We've grown our US presence quite a lot. We're a European company. We have also built out a pretty large office in Boston. So we have about 30 people in Boston.
How many total people on the team?
Just north of 100.
Okay. And how many are quota carrying?
Of those. So about 15 salespeople in general.
Okay. And how many engineers of the 100?
About 40 to 45.
Okay. So how did you, one of the things that, as people go from kind of where you're at, where you were 2 years ago to where you're at today, getting kind of the salesperson pro forma right is something that's always being edited. So literally, what should quota target be? What should earnings, their full earnings be at OT relative to the quota, the new booking, AR bookings they're bringing in? How did you kind of take a stab at that initially and modify it over the past 18 to 24 months?
Well, I guess you experiment and see where you get at, and then you try to improve it. And it also depends on, whether, I guess we are sort of mid-market-ish or even at the lower end of mid-market. And at that time, we think sort of $5,000 in new MRR per salesperson is pretty good. Whereas if you are, per month. And if you are in the real enterprise, that gives us sort of a payback time of 12 months. But if you are in the real,
Muy buenas a todos amigos, soy Black, ¿qué tal estáis? Y bienvenidos una vez más al canal. En el vídeo del día de hoy vamos a reaccionar a las jugadas más inteligentes del último mes. Así que espero que disfrutéis muchísimo del vídeo y vamos a ver si aprendemos algo. ¡Let's go! Y ahora sí que sí, vamos al lío. Vamos a ver con qué nos ha sorprendido tanto la comunidad como los jugadores profesionales. En este caso Sentinels, en el único partido que ganó, chicos y chicas. Aquí Ceci se la curró poniéndose cerquita del humo. Bueno, esa kill en la cuerda inteligente no es mucho. Ok. Ulti de Bridge, teleport del Omen para evitar el stun. Lo podéis hacer también con la ulti de Fate. Y con ello consigue la triple baja. Vamos a ver qué hace esta Viper. Está jugando alrededor del humo para que no les potee. Se tienen que acercar muchísimo más. Me la apunto. Muy, muy buena, de verdad. Nunca la había hecho. Hostia, qué guarrada están haciendo, chicos y chicas. El wallbang de corta hacia el plante de B con 3 Ares. No una ni dos, 3 Ares. Pero qué guarrada es esta, tío. Y el otro equipo no fue ninguno a matarles. Por eso han conseguido la ronda. O sea, es la jugada más guarra que he visto del año, Ok, este Omen escondiéndose. No sé si le ven. Yo creo que le ven, ¿no? Hostias, tendríamos que ver la cámara en tercera persona porque el humo creo que ha sido demasiado bajo, pero de igual manera muy, muy top. esa jugada para, bueno, pillar a los despistados, ¿no? Va a hacer el res. Os explico, si tú reseas justo cuando la ultimate de Killjoy explota, al jugador que reseas no está bloqueado. Qué bueno, tío. Qué bien jugado. Ok, esto fue... Esto fue en el clasificatorio a Master, supongo. Qué listo, para evitar que plante, tío. Para evitar que plante. O fue en el Master, de hecho.
Va a querer dejar
Vamos
a la mitad.
a ver.
Apertura de Bowser. No la ha dejado a la mitad.
Uy,
Bowser. Bowser, que bien lo está jugando el IGL británico.
¿Cómo pivota Bowser? ¿Cómo pivota Bowser? Muy buena. Muy top esta jugada. Jugando con los teleport para acercarse, ya que estaba el enemigo muy poquita vida. Uy, Redcar. Uy, Redcar, la que le ha puesto al Tito Scream. También os recuerdo cuando, chicos y chicas, se activa el chuclo si tú te pones en medio. La persona que está defusando no es atraída porque tú la bloqueas, por lo tanto puedes defusar. De hecho, ya menos gente se está fiando de esa habilidad de Astra, ¿eh? Y aquí rematando con la cabeza los Zinedine Zidane. El Molotov que iba a la Spike. Pero bien listo. Esta jugada no lo entiendo. Ah, bueno.